Hello and welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. It's my Eurovision 2023 top 37 countdown. Place number 8, it's Spain, Blanca Paloma and Eaea. Please do click the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, like, share and comment below. As always, the link to the music video is in the description, as is the link to my website. So the country that's had the longest wait for a Eurovision win since its last one is Spain. That was in 1969, the year of the moon landings, a full 9 years before even I was born, and it was the last time that the Iberian nation took home the Crystal Trophy. The 21st century has been very mixed for Spain, as it has been for a number of the automatic qualifier countries. But as we know, Chanel last year gave a really stunning performance and finished third, which was Spain's best result since 1995. Big shoes then for Blanca Paloma to fill, and she'll be bringing something very different to Chanel, yet undeniably and unmistakably Spanish. Benidorm Fest returned again for 2023. This is the Spanish national final. It was a high quality final, or high quality show with a good variety of Spanish music and genres, but it was Blanca's very distinctive song that won. This was actually her second attempt to win, to go to the contest. She entered Benidorm Fest last year when it was brought back, and she finished 5th last year, but won this year. So Eaea is an extremely Spanish entry. No other country could enter a song quite like this. I've seen this described as new flamenco, but I've also heard that it's even more specific than that. I will leave myself to be corrected by somebody, no doubt, in the comments about who knows far more about this than I do. Either way, she gives us what will be a very atypical Eurovision entry. It doesn't follow that kind of verse, chorus, bridge sort of structure that we kind of used to from lots of Eurovision songs. As well as being a singer, she's also a set designer and a costume designer, and I'm sure she's either led or had heavy input to those aspects, latter aspects to her performance and the staging. I think this is a really bold song and utterly unapologetic in representing a genre of Spain's music and an aspect of Spanish culture that many perhaps may not otherwise know or be very aware of, have seen before. She gives a really mesmerising performance, and she's never less than stunning vocally. For that reason, I've embedded the national final performance, I've linked the national final performance in the description, and on my blog post I've embedded the national final performance, just because I think it's more impactful than the official music video. I've actually had the privilege to watch her perform live at London Eurovision, and the song it really sort of transports you. It's that effective. I'm really pleased that Spain are once again sending a song that is bold, it's representative of their music and their culture, and in no ways is it safe or generic. And I think that's all we can really ask again from all of the big 5 countries, is that they don't have to play it safe, and certainly this is not playing it safe by any means. It's hard to determine just how this will do. I think the Spanish fans are really behind this, which is great. I think it's also doing pretty well in the various Eurovision, the Eurovision scoreboard app and various other pre-polls. I think that there is a general consensus that this will do well with the juries at the very least, given that the overall performance and obviously the vocal ability that's on display. And potentially if it does chime with a lot of juries, it could challenge to be in the top 3 with the juries, though I don't know whether it will get the top marks from all the countries. I think it may be a particular set of countries that it does really well with. Even more difficult to predict, though, is the televote. Will this be too niche for a lot of people in other parts of Europe? And also, given that it is a Saturday night mainstream TV audience, certainly Eaea is polarising with with me and another member of my sort of Eurovision friends, both really like it. My friend who hadn't really seen it, or we heard it before, kind of saw it at London Eurovision, was utterly bowled over by it and loved it. Yet to that same group, at Eurovision group, they have it down in their bottom, sort of they're down near the bottom of their own personal rankings, inexplicably in my view. But there we go. So having what is a polarising entry is not necessarily a bad thing, because as long as you have a set of people that really like it, then that will help with the televote. And if it connects strongly enough with enough people. But at the moment, I've no idea how widespread that would be across all of the different countries that are voting. I think there is definitely potential for this to be another very good result for Spain, another top 5 potentially, if it goes well with the juries, and if the televote comes across, at least if not spectacular, then decent. Going to be difficult to tell, I think, until a bit nearer the time, and also I think where this sits in the final and what it sits next to, more particularly as well in the final, on how it will do. But exciting to find out. As I say, she's a mesmerising performance. I'm sure it'll be great, whatever happens. But we shall just have to see what happens in the grand final. Of course, do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and come back very soon. Take care.